Here's another free video lesson on triad substitution pair. So today we're going to talk about soloing over a G7 groove with another chord than G on top of that G groove. So the chords, some of the chords you can solo with over a G7 groove are D minor and E minor. The reason why this works is that a D minor chord shares many the same notes like a G7 chord. Both these chords have an F and a D note. And E minor, same deal. Many G and G7 and E minor share many the same notes. A B and a G note are in both these chords. The E over the G chord is the 13th, and the A note in a D minor chord over a G groove is the 9th. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, the 9th. So that's why D minor and E minor triads can be used over a G7 groove for soloing. And again, the reason why it's called triad substitution is that these are triads, they're 3-note chords, and they're substituting the G chord, meaning I'm not soloing with a G chord over a G chord, I'm soloing with a D minor and an E minor chord over a G chord. That's why it's called triad substitution. I would call it triad substitution pair because it's a pair of two chords, a D minor and an E minor chord. All that being said, so let's go over all the D minor triads. So you have this one which has the 5th in the bass, A is the 5th in the D minor chord. Then this is a root position D minor, D, F, A, 7, 6, 5. And then 10, 10, 10, 10th fret, 10th fret, 10th fret, F, A, D. That concludes all the 3 D minor inversions. Of course, when you move these 3 shapes 2 frets up, you get all the E minor chords. E minor, E minor, E minors, basically 4, 5, 3, 9, 8, 7, and 12, 12, 12. When you play these in order from all the way over here to all the way over there, you get D minor, E minor, D minor, E minor, D minor, E minor. Let me put on a G7 groove so you see how cool this sounds. So this is called soloing with block chords. I hit the chords as full, like blocks basically. So, like I just said, that's called soloing with block chords. You hit the whole chord as a whole block, basically, of 3 notes, all played simultaneously. But then you could also separate the notes, arpeggios, basically. So that's a more vertical approach, arpeggiating notes in every chord basically, and I lift up my finger after every note so it sounds like a solo of all single notes basically, not like that, not like a rhythm guitar part. Really good for your picking technique also, that's another perk you get out of this. Then there's probably my favorite one, which is going horizontal and vertical simultaneously, by which I mean this. So you know that this is D minor and E minor chord, same shape, 2 frets apart, so you could connect these chords playing the 5th of the D minor chord to the 5th on the same string of the E minor chord. Next string, a root of D minor, root of E minor, both on the same string, and then next string, F, the 3rd, minor 3rd of D minor, going to the minor 3rd of the E minor. So you basically get all second intervals. Then we have this D minor and E minor chord. So just playing all whole steps basically. Root, root, next chord, 3rd, 3rd, minor 3rd, minor 3rd of D minor, E minor, 5th, 5th of D minor, E minor. Then of course here we have that, which is basically, this is the easiest one. 3rd, 3rd, minor, minor 3rd. Of the D minor, E minor, D minor, E minor, D minor, E minor note. So it's very different phrasing again from the previous method. And then lastly, you could also do chromaticism, both in block chords and with single note. Like fun to shred with. With chromaticism. Hours and hours and hours of fun, like soloing, creating really cool lines with new concepts. So have fun with this and hit me up on my blog, on my website if you have any questions.